Hey, it's me, Sarah from A Love Rebellion. I am just waking up and I had a weird thought this week. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can go to aloverebellion.com and watch it there, the whole 5 minutes. So I've been being a landscaper for the last month or so, or a gardener as I like to call it. And I turn on and off a lot of water when I'm working, and I realize that it's not really on and off, but open and closed. And then I thought about electricity and how that's actually open and closed, not on and off. And I wondered when we started saying on and off and not open and closed. Um, and it might seem small, but the more I think about it, the more I feel like it kind of sets us up for like not really understanding the world, because for electricity, when you turn on a light switch, you're opening up the current. You're allowing the current to flow to that current flows in a direction, and in order for something to work, it has to flow through and onto other things or back to the grounding wire. And it's the same with water. With water, when you turn it on, you're actually opening it up. You're opening up the spigot. And on and off is so, like, you can't, it's so definite and so absolute. And open and closed isn't, like something can be a little bit open or a little bit closed. It's kind of like glass half empty, glass half full, whatever. And I don't know what it is lately. It might be that I'm doing a lot of gardening or what, but like these little things are starting to kind of impact me in a big way. So that was one of those things where I just thought, in a way, it's like a paradigm shift, which is usually significant. A paradigm shift changes the way you see the world. And I guess I didn't always know it was on and off. But for many, many years, I've known it's open and closed, not on and off. And so I guess I just had to wonder, you know, what else is it that we're calling by one name, but really it's something else? And what does that do for us? Does that comfort us? Does that give us some kind of feeling of security? Like, I know that on and off sounds a lot more secure than open and closed. Although open and closed makes me understand how things work better. I don't know who's making these decisions. Anyway, this might not be as fascinating as my usual videos, but I just thought I'd pop in and say that it's these things, the way we label things, that kind of sets us up for how we think about them. And I feel like it's really worth examining what we call things and how that makes our perspective. I think right now in our history, we're at a kind of a point where we have to step up a little bit. Things are going in a weird direction. And I feel like in some ways it's good because a lot more people are vocal and active and participating in community and participating in society. And we're more aware of the failings of human beings, I would say, is the best way to put it. But in another way, it's super scary. And I guess that's kind of the same question I have. Like, would I rather know that there are people in the world who are super bigoted and hateful and angry and violent? Well, yeah, I guess I would, because I'd rather know that so that I know what I need to do, how I need to live my life in order to counter that. And that's what I do. Anyway, open and close, on and off. It's led me to some pretty big thoughts. I'll see you next week. Power to the peaceful.